This video is brought to you by Yamalube engine oils, lubricants, and care products. No matter what motorsports vehicle you have, Yamalube is behind every reliable engine, so trust Yamalube for incredible performance every time. Look for the full line of Yamalube care and maintenance products at your nearest Yamaha dealer. Welcome to your best post-race show ever, or the best post-race show we can do here on RacerX. Look, 2020 has been a mess. That's why I say this is the best post-race show we can do. I don't even have guests around a lot of times. Most of the races have had virtually no spectators at all. They had a decent crowd here today by 2020 standards at the Thor Spring Creek National in Millville, Minnesota. But 2020 has been a complete mess. But it's as if it wanted to say, look, it's not all bad, guys. It's not all bad. Maybe some of you folks got to work from home or spend more time with the family doing fun outdoor activities. We've heard about this. So there's some silver linings of 2020. And how about this? Absolutely ridiculously, phenomenally dramatic racing, and it has punctuated itself with crazy racing and scenarios coming out of this round 6 of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship. I'm Jason Weigandt. I'll run it down. We will start with the 450 class. Who would have thought in this super loaded 450 field that the man with the plan, on the charge, with the momentum, and now the points starting to look good for him, is Adam Cianciarulo. Yes, in a year of complete chaos, where almost every 450 rider has had problems, the steady hand lately has been AC, who has had some problems in the past being a steady hand, but he is really putting that behind him. Yeah, he went Superman at the opener at Loretta's. Ever since then, he has been rock solid. He has been matching everyone else in the series stride for stride. All he needed was a break to get back in the championship, and boy, did he get one. Cianciarulo goes 1-1 today in a rematch with Blake Baggett. They swap moto wins at the last race at Redbud. Cianciarulo goes 1-1. Baggett got right to him, tried to get him in Moto 1 today. Baggett got right to him, tried to get him in Moto 2 today. Cianciarulo holds on. That's 2 straight overall wins. That's 3 of the last 4 motos that he's won. It's obvious confidence and momentum and everything coming together for the young 450 class rookie on the Monster Energy Kawasaki. Baggett obviously riding well. Also, those guys are hitting their stride. Here's what they had to say after the race.
Yeah, the day was good. Initially going out for practice, I was a little bit thrown off because the track was, as I'm sure you'll hear some of the other guys say, the track was pretty flat, which honestly I'm a kind of a fan of. I think it's cool seeing the natural characteristics of each track come out. It kind of reminds me of like early 2000s motocross, the stuff that we're able to go in different areas of the track, which I find to be kind of fun and good for passing and all that stuff. But as far as my day, I felt great from the get-go, and both practices felt really good, and just at a really good spot with myself and the bike right now, and it makes it a lot of fun going out there and doing our best every time. And obviously another 2 great starts today. I don't think I got the official hole shot like in the second moto, but I was able just to kind of make it happen in the first turn and go around the outside. But yeah, obviously leading start to finish in both motos, a 1-1. That's not something I've done in the past, even in the in the 250 class. So, and it's honestly, even winning the championship in that division last year, it was something that I kind of wished I had accomplished, getting a 1-1, and now to do it in the premier class, it means a lot to me. I'm proud of the day, proud of the team.
Yeah, things were good today. 2-2. Of course, I would love to have Adam's results of a 1-1. But just, I gave it my best shot. I gave it everything I had. And there was some places where I maybe, left some out there and wasn't able to get the job done. But definitely, heading in the right direction. It's been a huge improvement from the beginning of the season. And just everything's been going good since Moto 2 at Redbud kind of got some things sorted out. And it's been unreal.
Okay, so that's Baggett and Cianciarulo. The break that Cianciarulo needed in points, it came in the second moto. First moto for your points leader, Zach Osborne, was okay. Wasn't up to the Baggett and Cianciarulo pace, but he was fine. He doesn't need to win all the motos at this point until what happened in Moto 2. A flat tire, and it looked like he was going to pull into the pits. His team was imploring him to do it. If I hung far enough off of this tower as they were over those fences, I would fall and I'd be done. Okay? They were doing everything they could to get his attention, except they were standing on an opposite end of the mechanics area that he was expecting them to be. He never saw them. They wanted him to come in and fix the flat front tire. He never saw it. Osborne ends up 16th in the first moto. Honestly, if he had fixed it, I don't know if it would have been any better. It might have been worse. So I think it actually worked in his favor. But a 16th in that moto. And then Marvin Muscan, second in points. He crashed late in Moto 2. I think he finished 10th. 16th for Osborne in that one. Cianciarulo is down 15 points. Unbelievable. And on a day of complete and utter inconsistency for everyone besides Cianciarulo and Baggett, Justin Barcia finishes off the podium in both motos and gets on the podium overall.
The day was good. It was definitely a struggle. I didn't really feel very comfortable all day. Was making tons and tons of changes, searching for the good stuff, but never really came to me. And then, I just pretty much rode as hard as I could all day, and did everything I could. And I honestly, I got quite lucky with what went on the second moto, and I was just able to charge, and I put myself in good positions. But all in all, it was extremely difficult day for me. Obviously, those guys, Blake and AC rode extremely well, and there was a lot of other guys riding extremely well. So, it was difficult, but stoked to be on the podium for sure.
All right, so there you go, everybody. Muscan's down 20, Cianciarulo's down 15, has momentum on his side, and we've got 6 motos to go. I think Eli Tomac's out of it. It was another okay, not horrible, but not typical Eli Tomac level performance. He's pretty far back in points again, so it's really a 3-rider show, I think, as far as the math is concerned for this title. As far as the 250 class, you already knew it was a 2-rider race, but it just tightened up. Dylan Ferrandis didn't have the Dylan Ferrandis problems today. He just had the Dylan Ferrandis speed and better starts than usual. So you think with that, it's going to be an obvious 1-1 for him. Well, it was a 1-1, but it was not obvious because, man, did Jeremy Martin throw everything he had at Ferrandis in the second moto. He started behind him. He stuck with him. Ferrandis got a 2-second gap with 3 laps to go, and then Martin threw everything he had at it, got right to him, showed him a wheel in that section of the course all the way in the back of the last lap, couldn't make the pass. Ferrandis goes 1-1. He takes the points lead by 3 over Jeremy, but now Jeremy, who's been saying all along that Ferrandis is faster, can feel at least today that he could match his speed. So they're almost tied in points. At least today they were deadlocked on pace in the final moto. It's going to be a great showdown between those guys. Really, really fun. Everybody else in the class, some inconsistencies. A great first moto for RJ Hampshire, who hurt his hip. They have a new jump back there, and Jeremy actually didn't jump it in practice, and that led to problems with Hampshire trying to miss him. He went down, hurt his hip, still got second in Moto 1, Moto 2, not quite as good. Just all over the place, ups and downs and crazy. Here, though, are the title combatants, Ferrandis and Martin.
It was a good day, obviously. Yeah, when you do 1-1, it's perfect. So yeah, it was awesome. It was crazy to think that I only get one. That's my second of the season after so many races. I was really hoping to have more, but yeah, it's the way it is. And a lot of up and down. Sorry, and the last few rounds were tough for me, and it's good to bounce back with double moto win and get back the red plate. Also is really important, and also for sure winning on the Martin soil was awesome. I wasn't sure if I have it, but yeah, I did, and it was really good, a good experience, and really good day so far.
Yeah, it's good, I guess. I rode like garbage in that first moto. I didn't get a very good start, and I made a couple quick little passes, but I was struggling, and I just basically got 5th, and then Moto 2 kind of made a couple of little changes to the shock to allow me to kind of push a little bit harder, and got a better start. And yeah, man, I was dogging Dylan the whole time and trying to get him, but he's fast, and I just couldn't quite get up there and get close enough to try to make a move. And I got second overall in the day.
So the Millville faithful didn't get what they wanted, which was a Martin brother win, but they can feel somewhat okay because at least they got both of the Martin brothers out of those 3 spots on the podium, because Alex Martin ends up in 3rd.
It was nice to qualify P1. Haven't done that since 2016. So that was awesome to see that I still have the speed. And starts were okay today. I think I was top 3 or 4 both motos. Just that first moto I rode a little tight, and I was basically between Jet Lawrence and my brother most of the moto, just a Geico Honda sandwich. And yeah, I was able to hold my brother off. He was all over me. It was kind of chaos, but yeah, not too pumped with how I rode. And then second moto, I actually got a better start. And, we switched tires actually for the second moto. The scoop, the paddle just wasn't doing it for me. That first moto. So second moto, the bike was handling a little bit better, but I mean, I just straight up, Dylan and my brother were like on another level in that moto. And I tried to hang in with the pace they had there at the beginning, and it was tough. You know, they ended up winning by like 30 seconds or whatever. So, I mean, I kind of just did the best that I could and focused on myself. And the track was pretty tricky and kind of was searching for lines the whole moto, and started to figure it out like probably way later than I should have. But was able to go 4-4 for third overall. So, you know, it's always good to be on the podium, especially at the home race with, everything going on.
So that's it. They're wrapping it up here at Millville. I'm sure they have amateur racing again tomorrow. One other cool thing is literally that. It was so much cooler. It was downright cold, like legit this morning. And then it turned beautiful by 1 o'clock when it was time to go racing. I kind of like it. We've got the crisp fall air. I get to wear a Racer X flannel. I don't think I've worn long sleeves at a national ever. Trivia though, the nationals back in like the late 80s, 1989, last national was at Unadilla in October. Think about that, okay? So there's nothing new under the sun. It's not like motocross is only a sport that takes place when it's hot and humid. But if that's the way you like your racing, we're going to Jacksonville, Florida next weekend. And we'll be there for Racer X. It's your best post-race show we're able to do in 2020. See you next week. It is on for these titles.